Look, man, we all have our vices.
I would love it if one other human being listening to this was like, finally. Someone speaking my language. Are you at the store tonight? I'm gonna bring you a couple packs.
I'm at bingo tonight.
You go to bingo? How old are you? Well, Steph Infection listeners, I've got a big fat fucking tour coming up. Here are some new tour dates. Please come see me live. All tickets are available at punchup.live/Steph Tolev. I'll be in Kansas City for this Fountain City Festival, September 13th. I got some theater gigs coming up in Canada I'm very pumped for. I got Halifax, September 20th, Ottawa, September 21st. Then I'll be in Houston, Texas, a one-nighter at the Improv on September 26th. Then I'll be in Dallas, pretty much more like Addison, September 27th, 29th. Then I'll be in Portland, Oregon. Tickets are selling really fast for that show at Helium, so please get them October 3rd to 5th. Then I have I got new dates I can announce here. I will be in Victoria, BC, November 8th, Vancouver, November 9th, and then Edmonton, Alberta. I can finally announce it. November 10th, I'll be in Edmonton. Please get tickets to all these. Thank you. Keep listening to Steph Infection. Oh my God. Kelly Ryan is here today on Steph Infection. Look, here's the thing. You came on the Filth show at the Comedy Store.
Loved it.
You did the most insane body shit I've ever heard in my life. I was like, I don't care if I post this. You have to come on the podcast and talk about it.
Yes.
But
yes.
We're not getting to I want to talk about other stuff, but I'm so excited to have you on.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I'm like, I never thought that these things that I do that are strange and bizarre and disgusting would ever make it out.
Oh, they made it out.
They made it out.
People still quote them. I had two girls that came to the show that keep being like, I can't stop thinking of Kelly's pencil thing, which we'll get to. I also want to mention how you just got engaged.
I did.
Are you so happy?
Oh, I'm the happiest.
Did you cry?
Yes, I cried. I cried like a little baby. And
so you've been with Bruce 6 years.
Yes, yes, 6 years. This is the ring.
It's very nice.
Thank you. Yes, emerald. I never wanted a diamond.
No,
really
I like the emerald.
Thanks. Yeah. It's of course. I had no clue what hand it goes on. I don't know anything about marriage. I know nothing. I'm like,
measure your finger? Did you tell him like a finger ring size, or did he take a ring?
No, because I have an identical twin.
Oh, right.
He was able to use her.
That's good.
To be like, let me see. And of course, my twin was like, just so you know, Kelly's fingers are a little fatter. And I'm like, real fucking nice. She's like, oh, it's pretty loose on me. It'll fit Kelly great. Wow. Especially when Kelly gets hot. When I get hot, my fingers puff up a little bit. Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that?
Yeah. That's the one thing I really knew about you, that you get real puffed up fingers when you're warm.
Or if I eat too much salt.
So yeah, salty, like buoyants you up. I don't know what it does. But as you were getting engaged, so your fiance,
my fiance,
Bruce,
which sounds so douchey.
It does sound bad. Why did they make it that the word?
Okay, so I don't know, but especially like Bruce brought this up, especially as a comedian, fiance, like you can be like, oh, my fucking girlfriend or my fucking wife, but you can't be like my fucking fiance because you're like your fiance, so it's going well.
Yeah.
Like you,
yeah.
Like you can't, like that's so true. No one wants to hear that it's going well.
Yeah, and nobody gives a fuck now that you're engaged, and these single people are like sad as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
But so Bruce cut some clips for me, some of my stand-up clips. Mm-hmm. Poor guy. I don't know how the hell he watches me because I can't do it. But
I'm pretty sure a portion of that money went to this. So I appreciate you.
I helped you pay for the ring. But as he was proposing to you, I was DMing him going, hey, Bruce, wondering where those clips were from last week. You said you'd get them done. And then literally I refreshed Instagram and it was a photo of you guys on the pier, and he's proposing. I'm like, I've never been more embarrassed in my entire life. Bruce, where are my stand-up clips? Hey, this is priority in my life. And then he's like on one knee, like bawling. Did he cry too?
No.
Oh,
no. He was very much so like, I did it. I'm the guy. You know what I mean?
Serious?
He was amped that he pulled it off because it was. So after I said yes, he turned and he goes, everyone, she said yes, and our family was up there.
So you didn't even notice anybody.
I had no idea. So the poor thing was sweating bullets the entire evening.
You were obviously going to say yes. Why would you think you'd say no? 6 years. So you lived together?
We lived together.
It makes no sense.
We made it through the pandemic. I mean,
that's it.
Once you make it through that,
you're comics and you're doing well. It's hard to see comics. So you're both supportive of each other.
Yes.
Very important in comedic relationship.
Yes.
Very important.
And you see it go wrong a lot, and you're just like, oh heavens.
A lot of people, because somebody gets jealous.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. One of the partners gets jealous, and it gets bad.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is that we're so different. Like on stage, I mean, we're both loud. Like I think about it. My sister really likes quiet guys, and I'm like, Bruce and I are the loudest motherfuckers in the world.
But
we never shut up.
No, but I think when people say opposite attract, I think I like me and Jefferson the same way.
Yeah.
He's loud and weird and gross. And I'm like, well, that's exactly what I like.
I know. Same.
You like part of yourself. It's like a sick thing.
Yeah, we're having a great fucking time.
Let's be honest. Is there a certain spicy scene in a movie, TV show, or book that you simply must return to again and again? Well, for me, it's obviously the carriage scene from season 3 of Bridgerton. I can't stop watching. That is until I found Dipsia. For listeners of the show, Dipsia is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsiastories.com/Steph. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to dipsiastories.com/Steph. dipsiastories.com/Steph.
Okay, so he did it is it like a special place he did it?
Yes. So there are these steps that he asked me to be his girlfriend at. And I know. And I got to show you this video.
Is this so loud? Can you hear it clamoring around? No, okay.
Oh, okay, great.
Susan's here eating the loudest bone on the planet.
Susan's a dog. Sorry, I just wanted to.
People, they should know.
They know. They know.
They better if they don't by now. My God.
Okay. So her name is Susan?
Yeah, Susan.
I love dogs with human names.
It's a whole thing.
I love it. I love it.
So on the steps.
And so there's actually a video I went to. This is the most humiliating sentence I'm about to say. Disney World with my college improv team the week before.
Oh my God.
The week before we started dating. Okay.
Wow.
And in this video, I'm a little tips. I might have had a few cocktails at Epcot. You know how it goes.
Couple
cocktails at Epcot.
$14.95 each.
Yeah, dead ass. Yeah. And in the video, I'm like, I'm gonna marry this guy. I know it. And then my friend sent it to me. It was like, do you remember this? I was like, of course I don't fucking remember this.
I was blackout.
I was blackout in Epcot. Okay. What are we talking about? Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah, so he did it on those steps. And, well, you know what's so fucking funny is, you know Ramsey Badawi at the Comedy Store. Okay. Very funny comedian.
Yes.
Wow. Look at him getting a plug.
Big plug here. We're not putting his handle. Look for him.
Go fucking find him yourself. My family, I guess, couldn't find the location. They were like, he sent my sister a map. My sister, I guess, couldn't figure out where the location was. So he's about to propose, and he doesn't see them up in like where they're supposed to be.
Okay.
So he goes, oh, hold on, Ramsey's calling me. And Ramsey we're friends with, but not like close.
Yeah.
And I'm going, is Ramsey okay? Like, I'm like genuinely freaking out. I'm like, is Ramsey Badawi okay?
Why would he call
Why
you?
would he call? And Bruce is like, everything's all right, whatever. So like moments before I'm proposed to, I'm like, was Ramsey Badawi in a car crash? Is he okay?
Yeah.
Like, he's the only thing on my mind at that moment. Yeah.
That's so funny. Well, why did he call?
He didn't. He was calling my sister.
Oh,
to
why
be
would
like,
he say that name?
No.
Why would he use a name that that's bizarre?
I have no
that's crazy.
clue.
That's psychotic. Out of anybody, could have been like, "Oh, your sister's calling" or something. That'd be
something. So fucking
so
funny.
She wasn't on board. So identical twin. Do you guys have similar health problems?
Yes. So we both have scoliosis, and so we both had the back braces growing up.
Oh, that's a good look.
That's a real good fucking look. I'll tell you what.
So with scoliosis, they fix it with this back brace?
So they stop the curve from moving. So it doesn't reverse the curve. It just holds it in place pretty much. It keeps it from growing and moving even more. Because if it kept going, it would have punctured our hearts.
Jeez, that's how bad it.
That's how bad it can get.
As kids, like how old were you?
Like probably like 12 when the conversation started.
Function your fucking heart. That's terrifying.
Yes. So then, so once we heard that, we were like, okay, like maybe this life is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Like, it might.
Actually, we're young and now we hate life.
This might be pretty bad.
Okay, how is this brace on? Like,
Oh my God. It's the most, I still have nightmares of like wearing it. And I swear to God, in my sleep, I can feel it. Because it's like this thick of plastic. Plastic. And there are these like pieces of hard foam that are in the back that are certain shapes that push your spine all day long.
Oh God.
Yeah. And so they tighten you in Velcro straps in the back. And
So who's tightening you in?
Our mom.
Your mom. So every day your mom had to do this?
Every day we had to wear the back brace 22 hours a day.
22 hours a day?
22 hours a day.
Wait. From what age to what age?
We had it from 14 to 16 and a half, maybe.
22? That's longer than my Invisalign.
It is.
So when is it off? Just when you're
brutal.
bathing?
When you shower. And then they were like, they had the fucking nerve. They go, yeah, take it off when you shower. And then you're probably going to want to work out in those 2 hours. And I'm like, work out. Allie and I would just sit on a beanbag chair and be like, isn't this nice that we can fucking bend?
Jesus Christ. So there's no way you're sleeping like that. You're sleeping just like
you're sleeping like a brick. Yeah, you're sleeping like literally like a brick.
Oh God.
Yes, and it gets so hot. It gets so
hot. Is it almost like the sweat thing? I've been wearing that sweatband to lose weight. Is it like that? Is it helping like lose weight there? Because it's this extra sweat?
Not really. Not really. I mean, and the problem is that this is probably where like my eating thing started, where I was like, the sweet release is getting to eat a shit ton while I don't have my back brace.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I can finally like poof out.
So you can't eat that much with it on because it's that tight.
Yes, it's that tight. So then if I had like a big meal and my mom had a tight, like there would be times where she'd be like, all right, like I know it feels tight. And I'm like, yeah, because I had too much fucking pizza.
That's hell on earth.
Oh, it was torture. And do it in the prime location of middle school to high school.
So is it on the outside of your clothes?
No. So you wore baggy enough clothes to go over it.
Okay. Are you allowed to participate in gym?
Yeah, they would be like, you can still do it. And we're like, great, cool.
So you're still like running around like fully erect? Like how are you doing anything like this?
Yes. It's as bad as you think it is. It is as bad as you think it is.
Oh God.
And our reward when we had to go to the back doctor, whatever the fuck it's called, there was a Popeyes right next door, and Allie and I would get rewarded with biscuits for being so good.
Isn't that sick that was the highlight?
Oh, yeah.
The Popeyes biscuits after the race comes out. That's crazy.
Well, yeah. And so, like, when people are like, oh, Kelly, like, where did your relationship with food? I'm like, do you get it? This is a sweet release.
This is
the biscuit.
The biscuit.
The biscuit is where my joy came from.
So when you're saying your food stuff, like what do you mean? Like you just like you binge? Like what do you?
Oh my God, I have the longest history of food stuff. So this is actually crazy. It's not even that crazy for women or whatever. So this past year, I've been getting like a lot of help for an eating whatever. I don't want to call it a disorder. That sounds so fucking dramatic, but it's. But I've been getting, like, I got a dietitian. I did a dietitian. I did therapy for, whatever.
Okay.
And so you realize that you've been doing things when you're eating that you're like, oh my God. Like there were moments where just to like get the release of whatever in my noggin of like, I don't even know how to describe. I would take bread, put a bunch of butter on it, and then put salt on that, and then eat that and be like, And I would do it when I was like frustrated.
Oh, really?
Yes. So like if...
Oh, fuck.
Isn't this crazy? Yes. And it was like this thing where it was like, oh, my anxiety's high, whatever. And I would just start eating the craziest things.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I know.
I didn't realize you could do that. That's crazy.
Oh, you could do it. You could do it. The people are doing it.
I think I would do that a lot with alcohol.
Yeah.
And now I've been off drinking for a month and I'm so hungry and all I want is sugar in a way that like I had a kombucha yesterday.
Yeah.
And I sat and I went, oh, God, this is good. And I was like, this is not even anything. This is like nothing, but I'm like dying. So wait, you would, okay, so how are you? I'm like, I'm picturing a fight like with Bomb Set, which I did this weekend in DC. Woo! The late show was rough. 50 minutes.
Really?
Silence.
No.
Silent. It was hell.
What?
I don't know.
Can you hear my stomach? It's growling.
Are you hungry?
We're talking about bread with butter covered in salt. How can I not get hungry?
So you
hungry? I'm horny. What are you talking about?
So how are you dealing with this now? Then you're just like realizing that when you're frustrated or you're certain things, are you like drinking water or like what do you do?
Meditate.
I hate when people say do that.
That's
it. You're like, I want bread. No.
I know, it sucks.
That's
sucks.
psychotic.
It sucks, but it's literally just like all right, I lay down. I say meditate, but I'll tell you what really happens. I turn on the thing, and then I pass out. I fall asleep.
Okay. Oh, so it's like
it's
a sound thing.
Yeah, it's like
sitting in a room in the dark.
Yes.
With your thoughts.
And I think it's just that I am so overwhelmed and exhausted that my body is just like, the second I lay down, I'm like, I pass out.
Yeah.
And so, but it used to just be, I mean, I would ravage through the cabinet and through just the amount of shredded cheese.
I'm more like, I'm a sweets person.
Oh, I'm a savory.
Oh, my friend she used to be a roommate of mine for like 10 years and she had to put like almost a lock on the like drawer. She had to hide all the chocolate chips and like coconut flakes, any baking, like those baking squares that are like nothing.
Oh yeah,
like that. I was like, those baking, like, what are the squares? It's like 2.2% cocoa. I'm like, there's no taste to it, but I'm like, chocolate. Like, Nutella have to be hidden. If there was a fucking jar of Nutella, I would eat the whole thing. Whole jar, just like and then honey on top of it, and then peanut butter. I'm like,
what am I doing? What am I making? What am I making?
This is nothing.
I know.
I'm making nothing on nothing. I just need sugar in my fucking body.
That's how I am with salt. I love salt. I know. It's so bad.
What about like a salt lick? Have you ever gone that far? You know, like when deers, they have like a salt lick in the winter? You're just licking this fucking frozen salt lick.
This is like telling already a drug addict about a new type of drug.
You know what you should
because
get,
now I'm
actually?
like, a salt lick? What the fuck is this?
No, I've been, these electrolytes I'm putting in my drinks, watermelon salt. And they taste kind of salty, but there's like nothing in them.
Really?
Are you at the store tonight? I'm going to bring you a couple of packs.
I'm at bingo tonight.
You go to bingo? Like a bingo hall? What bingo do you go to?
Okay.
How old are you? What are you talking about?
I can't even. I have so much to tell you. Okay, so you're gonna lose your mind. We went to the International Twin Convention this weekend. Allie and I were the youngest one by 27 years.
Oh my God! How bizarre was that?
Yeah, oh my God!
Did you guys dress the same?
We had to. We were the performers.
You have to?
Yeah. But everyone dresses the same. Everyone dresses the same. It's the most insane thing in the world. I cannot express this enough. If you are a twin, you have to sign up for this.
Oh my! And you can't get in if you're not a twin?
You can if you're like a relative of the twin, or if like you're a brother. If you're the spouse of a twin, you can go. Whatever. There is a thing called Twinsburg, Ohio, where it's like this huge festival where they say it's like 2,000 sets of twins that show up to this festival. Okay, and so
this is wild.
This organization is basically it's called ITA, International Twins Association, and
that's every association. Just say what it is.
Yes,
with an international.
Oh yes,
and then the ad association.
That's it.
That's every association.
That's all it is.
Okay.
Do you know who Jared Goldstein is?
Yes.
Oh my God! Last night at the store, he goes, I want to show up and be like, oh my God, I thought it was International Twink Association.
He would fit right in.
It was so fucking funny. So he's gay. So
he's
I
very
feel
gay,
like I should.
He's a gay
it's
man.
okay
He's
that
a
he
gay
said that
twink.
because he's gay.
Fine.
Yeah,
Yes,
you get
yes.
it. So we show up and it's these 40 pairs of twins and a set of triplets, and everyone's one set of triplets. Oh my gosh, these guys!
How dare they? Get the hell out of there, you perverts! It's not your association. Get the hell out of here.
They were. Everyone
were you guys getting hit on by the twins?
Hilarious. I mean. They're kind of like in the way of where they're like, well, I would just love to dance with a pretty girl. You know, like, they're so old. They're older.
Okay.
But you're not like, I don't know. I mean, most of my grandparents died when I was young, so I'm like, oh, I'm just hanging out with a bunch of grandparents.
Okay, and they're so old twins.
Old, and they're incredible. They're so nice. I mean, we didn't get on politics or anything because God forbid. But yeah. It was.
What did you guys do? Like, did you guys stand up act together?
Yeah. So Allie did like 10 minutes, and then I did like 20, 25, and then we told stories together.
Oh my God!
It was a blast. It was.
Do you guys perform a lot together? Not really.
Not really. I mean, we have our podcast where we've done like a live show together.
Okay,
But it's like, I mean, she did so freaking good. And she doesn't even do stand-up.
Does she want to after that or no?
Well, after that, we're like, we should do this. Like, we should make a show out of this. Like, this is so fun. Like, whatever. Yeah, the Sklar's, this, exactly. Yeah. And she, like, if I think about it, she's had to watch so much fucking stand up after coming to, and supporting me and being at everything. No wonder she learned it.
Yeah.
And I almost want to look at other people and be like, how the fuck have you not gotten better at this? She hasn't even done it.
Yeah.
All she did was watch.
And she's literally better than all of you and skyrocketing past 90% of the comedians out there. Yes.
Wild.
Looking for a little extra spice in your life? Well, I recently started listening to romance audiobooks on the Dipsia app. Well, doing my thing. I'm running errands. I'm going to Target, Trader Joe's, and I've never been more entertained listening to a hot lesbian cowboy in my ear. It's really helped me get things done faster. Dipsia is the female-founded app for spicy audiobooks and more. Created by women, for women. Their app has over 1,000 spicy audiobooks, all crafted by a team of professional writers and top-tier narrators. Whether you're looking for a rugged cowboy or a Scottish sailor, fae royalty or the god of the underworld, you'll find characters you love on Dipsia. With their easy-to-explore app, you can search your favorite romance genres like contemporary, historical, dark, sports, western, romancy, and more. New chapters are released every week, so you'll always find something new to enjoy. I've been trying to read more in general. I haven't read a book in years, so this is definitely helping. I would recommend this to anybody who's, got a lot to do, long drives in the car, a lot of airports, a lot of plane rides, a lot of just needing some time alone. This is what you want to do. This is what you want to listen to. Nice, soothing voices reading you a tale. You don't want to go to the library and get an old soggy book that stinks. Who knows what people are putting in those books? Some of the pages have smears of things. This is a thing for you. Go to the Dipsia app. It's all in your ears. You're already on your phone anyways. It's super fun. It's super cool. And I'm excited for you all to explore it. For listeners of the show, Dipsia is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsiastories.com/Steph. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to dipseastories.com/Steph. dipsiastories.com/Steph.
Well, let's get into your body stuff. I'm into this. I'm into the fucking. I want to get into your stuff because you brought up some like. Well, first of all, do you have any more like weird, like not weird, but like other issues, like any?
Yes.
Yeah. Any breaks?
Yes, I do.
What do we have here?
So actually, this is something that Allie and I used to do. I'm not sure how thrilled she would be of me addressing this, but okay. So we were very sheltered growing up, and and it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. For a while, you're like, oh man, like why didn't my parents let me watch porn when I was 12 or whatever?
Well, I hope most parents don't let them watch that. It seems strange. To say the least, but yeah.
You're like, oh man, I wish I was exposed to a little more. Whatever.
Yes.
Now I'm like, okay, they were doing everything. They're doing everything right.
Yeah.
But, so Allie and I had very bad anxiety and OCD when we were younger, so we were always worried that we were on our period, like always. So every day I wore a pad to school. Every single day.
That's psychotic.
I wore a pad to school, and I would go into the bathroom between every class period to make sure that I didn't have boogers coming out of my nose, okay, and then B, to make sure that I wasn't on my period, even though I had a pad on, even though I had
a night pad, or like a thick pad, or
like a big boy, like a big boy,
a massive panty liner,
like a
huge fat boat.
Yes,
fuck.
yes,
Wow.
yes, and our mom would be like, girls, like, you're really flying through these things. And we're like, well, we got them at different times, you know, like we were like co-signing it, being like, bitch, don't tell mom, don't worry.
Why? Because you saw someone like leak something once, and you thought,
yes. And we were like, what if we start walking around? We already have back braces on. What if we start walking around?
Period.
Now we're the girls with the back braces and the period coming through the pants.
No, you can't have that.
We can't have
simply
that.
Can't have that.
I mean, now
isn't it? That's so okay. That's I wore. I had this tank top that I wore every single day, but it was like a tube top because I thought I had a gut. So every day I wore this skin tight tube top under everything. It stunk because I would like
under everything.
Every day. I'm talking from grade 8 to end of high school.
No.
Every single day I wore this tank top.
When did you wash it?
I'd wash it like every other day, every 3 days. And I'm like, I didn't even have a gut. I don't know why I thought I Highland danced. I was fit as hell. I played every fucking sport. Also, speaking of twins, I had a dream 2 nights ago that I was pregnant with twin boys. And I was like, I'm like, Jefferson, and he's like, great, now our life's ruined. And I was like, what? And in the dream, he was so pissed off at me, and I was like, I can't abort it, it's too late. And then I was like about to film my special, and it was like everything was happening in real time. But anyway, so I woke up.
Oh my
pregnant,
God.
on my period. But I was like, is this scary? Because
That is scary.
My mom was pregnant with twin boys after me, and then had miscarried. And then my grandpa was a twin, but his twin died at birth. So
Oh my God.
I know. So there's twins in the family now. I'm like,
But they're all
what is
haunted
this?
twins.
They're all haunted twins.
Respectfully.
I know. Well, R.I.P. But
Yeah.
now I'm like, and then this dream was like weird.
That is
I don't like it.
crazy.
I don't like it.
You know, you hear
scared
of
now.
like older families, they have like weird deaths in the family and the whatever. My Meemaw, her from the South.
Yeah.
My Meemaw, her brother was walking home from school when he was like 8, got picked up by a tornado. Up in the air, comes down, lands in the mud, breaks his neck, drowns in the mud. This is what was happening back then, folks.
Oh,
this is what was happening back then.
How much mud?
Enough.
I was like, just. I don't know why that was my question.
How
I
much
feel
mud? Like 3 feet of mud?
Yeah,
Or
how
like-
much mud?
Could
Like,
you
how-
dive in
how-
it? Could you?
Yeah.
Was it
How
like a kiddie
broken
pool
was
of
his
mud?
neck? That's crazy.
Isn't that
Picked
wild?
up by a tornado?
Picked up by the tornado. And I'm like, can you imagine being that skinny?
I can't. I've never once been like, ooh, the wind got me. When people say that, I'm like, the wind got you. Wind got you where?
The wind.
The
Maybe
wind
my
messes up
bang
hair.
moved like
my,
this.
Yeah, my hair. Sometimes it's usually greasy and stuck to my head. At what point the wind got you? Can you imagine when people complain about being thin? I understand everyone has their own thing, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
But you know,
Do you know I
don't know what to tell you.
my body is forever changing. It is always changing. I bump into things all of the time. All the time.
how old are you now?
31.
Okay.
I've lived in this body for 31 years.
Yes.
And I bump into everything.
I'll tell you right now, your 30s, this is when you realize this is your body, and if you want to change something, you have to go. I'm at the point where I'm like, do I have to remove organs to lose weight? Because I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, I guess I don't need my kidney. Get it the fuck out of there. How heavy is that thing? It's crazy. Like the diet I'm on right now is so intense.
What diet is this?
I'm trying to lose 20 pounds before the special.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay,
I'm
when's the
trying to-
taping?
October 10th.
October 10th.
We're getting
Okay.
close. So I have.
You're getting close.
We're getting close.
But you're getting close. You're
getting close.
15.
I'm getting close. I'm getting close because the camera does add trying to get down just to feel. The goal is to not wear Spanx for the special. That's the goal.
No Spank special.
No Spanx special. I don't need pulling and yanking. I'm not in the mood for that.
Well, and
but
then
I'm
what if that
doing-
line shows
It's
up?
gonna
You know,
show.
it's got to show. It always shows.
I thought I was thinking the other day. Someone took a photo of me underneath a man. From down below, I'm folded over. It's the full Spanx line and then this full pouch. And I'm like, this is exactly why I'm doing this. Because what is that? What the hell is that?
What are we doing?
I don't know. The amount of photographers that are still taking from underneath. I don't know. Who's this for?
And I don't. That's the thing. Every show now has a photographer, and I'm like, I'm not going to post this photo from this shitty bar. This isn't. And how many how many photos do people that follow us want to see us of holding the microphone? How many photos?
There's enough. There's simply
we
enough.
have plenty.
And also I don't take well on stage.
No.
We're moving.
No.
We're moving, we're yelling, we're squatting. This
we're
is not
too
good.
active.
It's too
I'm
much.
not one of the comics that stands, tells a joke, and is like,
No, it's like they're smiling.
Smiling?
You know, you see those female comics, I'm like, how dare you?
and you know
How
what?
fucking dare
I look
you
at it and I
stand
go,
smiling?
you're
You
bombing.
bitch.
I know you're bombing. Fuck you.
You unrelatable bitch. So rude for no reason. Okay, wait, let's get into more of your body stuff. Because there's
Yes.
So recap the stuff that you shared on Filth, because it's
Okay. So the things that have come out of my body, the things that are attached to my body, there's no rule book. Can I just say that?
There's no book.
There's no book. There's no book to say, hey, don't do this, whatever.
No.
So I have bad dandruff, and I had very bad dandruff when
not anymore. You're wearing a black shirt. It's gone. There's no dandruff. It's gone.
It's gone right now. Okay. I'm not going to shake my head, and I'm not going to scratch my scalp.
Anyone will get that. If you don't, then something's wrong with you.
Well, I'm pretty sure now it's grown up to psoriasis. You know how it started.
Grown up.
Yeah. It levels up to a
yeah.
different thing. Which, have you seen those videos of people get the scalp massage thing where it takes the psoriasis clumps out?
No, what's?
Oh my god!
It doesn't pull the hair out though.
No. It's this little like comb thing that comes underneath the psoriasis clumps and pulls it all out, and it comes out in this big clump.
Must feel nice.
People say it is the best feeling thing in the world. Like you finally feel like you have a clean head.
Oh my god!
I know.
The first time you use that thing that goes down, they're like claw
Yeah.
thing?
Oh my god, it feels so good. Yeah. So when I was younger and I just had regular dandruff, greasy, gross dandruff, whatever.
Everyone's head is a greasy pit when you're a kid, anyways. It's disgusting.
Yeah, and I wash my hair every
don't even know if
day.
I
It doesn't
was.
fucking
Who
matter.
knows?
You sweat and you're gross.
You're touching,
nervous.
you're sweating.
It's
you're
disgusting.
gross.
So when I was in math class, there would be very good clumps of dandruff, very thick clumps, and
Prime clump.
prime.
Yeah, prime.
Prime.
Okay.
Okay. And with a mechanical pencil, I don't know if you know how to do this, but you can do this. You can take the mechanical pencil and collect the dandruff in your scalp.
Okay, when you say mechanical, you mean the one that you put the lead in? Mm-hmm. Okay.
You put the lead in. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a 0.5 lead.
You're saying mechanical pencil, and I just need to make sure that the listeners understand what you mean.
Yes, mechanical.
Okay,
Yeah.
the lead okay.
The lead. I guess it's really not that mechanical.
Yeah, I was
it's
like,
a
there's
little
no.
button.
Okay, so you're pushing it in to your head.
You push it in, and then you collect more by push. So it. So the lead comes out a little more to collect more. It's like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then you collect enough, and then you collect as much as you collect as much as you
this
can.
is you're collecting clumps of dandruff.
You're collecting clumps of dandruff. Math is boring.
Yes. Well,
math is
hey,
boring.
Hey, I don't think anyone's going to watch this and go, that's what I'm taking from this part of the story. Everyone knows math is boring. Not everyone knows you can collect clumps of prime dandruff with a mechanical pencil. And then what would you do with it?
And then because the fun doesn't end there.
Oh,
folks. No.
What next?
No. Next, you take it and you put it on paper, or you could put it, on like your folder or whatever you want, whatever background you want to use.
Sure.
And then you put the clump and then you spread it, and it creates this beautiful just dandruff spread.
So it's almost like it's like a dandruff Van Gogh here. You're using what you will.
You paint with it a little bit.
You
paint with it a little bit. The dandruff.
And no one saw you do this?
Oh, if they did, I didn't care. I was like, look, man, we all have our vices.
I mean,
okay?
yeah, I would love it if one other human being listening to this was like, finally. Someone's speaking my language.
Someone's collecting the dandruff.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
and there are moments still where I have to stop myself just a little bit, because with these nails.
Oh yeah, those are nice,
scratchy nails, and sometimes I get like a clump of, and I'm like, Kelly, just wash it off.
Just get rid of it. No, because I love picking. I've had like a little weird little bumpy scab thing, and I'm like, oh, I'm picking it. I like my sister had lice as a kid. I loved picking it out of her hair. I was disgusting.
You picked the lice out of her hair?
Oh, and she had so much fucking thick hair. I would sit down. I put
How often did she have lice?
So for like 2 years, it was psychotic. Almost 3. It was crazy. It was gross. But she had so much fucking hair. I'd wear a shower cap. And I'd tie my hair back and I'd sit in the side of the tub and she'd sit there.
No.
And I'd just fucking go through with I pick the little things out and I little ape. I'm a little fine. It's disgusting.
Allie and I have to stop ourselves because when you're so close with somebody and you see something on them in like the airport or the whatever, you start picking at them and you're like, you're monkeys. We're monkeys.
It is apes. We're full apes. Especially in public, because if I see someone else doing public, I'm like, I saw somebody itching their elbow scab in public, I'm like, disgusting. I'm gonna be sick. And today at UPS, I was like, I'm the same thing. I'm gross.
We're monsters.
We're monsters. We're fucking
it's so gross.
It's so gross.
It's so gross. And
disgusting.
But it's also not our fault.
It's simply not our fault. We also, everyone's doing this nasty shit.
Everybody
people are gonna be
is.
commenting, these women are disgusting. Like you haven't picked your dick skin. Guys are always touching. The amount I watch guys touch their dick. Jefferson's always like, not even like playing. Just like when he's nude, he's just like tugging at it.
I know.
I'm never tugging at my labia.
No.
I'm not down there rooting around.
No.
I'm touching it as little as possible.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
We're in, we're out. Oh my God, I was
We're
so
in, we're
embarrassed.
out.
Okay, this is so embarrassing. I might try to make this funny now because it's so embarrassing. So this week in DC, I lost some weight, so I'm feeling very confident. So I was walking around nude in the hotel room. I'm like, hey, come shower with me. And he's like, what's that? And I look down, big piece of toilet paper in my pussy. Like giant, like almost a square, just right tucked in. And I went, well, fuck me. And I'm like, it's so, he's like, what was that? I'm like, what do you think it was?
It was a napkin for
you.
you.
It was like, well, it's obviously toilet paper. What else would be down there? A mothball? What do you think I have down there?
Oh,
I was so embarrassed, but at the same time,
God.
I was laughing so hard. I was like, fuck off. I don't care.
That is
It's so
funny.
gross. It's funny, but like really ruins the moment. I'm not gonna
Oh yeah, I mean, it just
Repulsed.
when people are like, and don't get me wrong, we are laughing all the time. Like when we're in the beds, we're laughing.
Yeah.
When people are like, I can't laugh in the bed. I can't.
Get a life.
What are you talking about?
Like so, you're laughing on the couch, you're fooling around, then you get in the bedroom, you're like, no laugh zone.
No laugh. No laugh.
I don't know what that was.
And I'm like, do you hear the sounds that we make?
They're repulsive.
Repulsive. They're hilarious.
They're very funny.
Like I don't. Now you don't. Laugh at him.
No.
Yeah,
You're not trying to laugh.
Yes.
Just sometimes funny sounds happen. I've been really gassy recently too, and I'm really trying not to fart during sex, but I'm having a hard time. And I'm like, I can't because they're bad.
I mean, do you fart near each other? Like
I fart all the time. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
hates
yeah.
it, and I can't stop farting.
Yeah,
But
I mean, Bruce is a big farter. Put it in print.
I could fart right now if I had to. Wait, get to the other stuff.
So-
I know I'm forcing it, but I need it all.
Well, the problem
I need it
is
all.
we're so gross that we're
need
like,
it all.
oh, you know what I'm talking about? Anyways, so there's the one time I was in the shower and I noticed this like little bump in my armpit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, is it ingrown hair? But of course I don't see any hair and it's not red. So I'm like,
It's not red at
not
all. Just same color as your skin.
Not the same color as my skin. And I'm like, oh, great, tumor, duh. Of course, the classic armpit tumor that we're all terrified of.
Yeah.
So I push on it, make the tumor go back in.
Yeah. Maybe if I shove it back
Maybe I
in,
just
it'll go
send
away.
it back into body space, then it'll go away.
And I'll forget all about it.
So I push on it, and all of a sudden, this like white, thick powder, almost like a thick like yarn string starts
How
coming
long?
out.
Like
It's
long.
Like the
And it's
longer
all
you push,
one.
the longer it gets.
So you pushing or you popping?
You squish.
Okay,
You
you're
squish.
squishing.
You
Okay,
squish.
okay.
You squish. The longer you squish, the longer it goes. So I'm going, oh man. And I thought dandruff was fun. I mean,
This is really one upping yourself here. Okay.
Yeah.
So how long are we
So,
talking? Is it coming out right now? What are we lengthwise?
you're gonna.
No.
You can
What?
get it to like here.
Like, what is it? Almost a foot. You're
Yes,
saying.
and it curls. It like spirals. It comes out like a ribbon curl.
Okay.
Almost.
Wow. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It comes out like a ribbon curl, and so I'm pushing it, and I'm going, okay. This is the problem. is I find these things out about myself and I keep it a secret for a minute because I'm like,
How did you not share that with your sister immediately? If I did that, I would have been like, you have to come see this.
I think I was like,
It's almost too good to be true. Maybe thought maybe it didn't happen.
I have this problem where I'm like a hidden talent. Like,
I mean, I'm glad that's where your head went.
it literally goes to, oh my gosh, I have this little hidden talent. And then and so I'm like, I don't know what I'm collecting, but I'm collecting something. But
you're not collecting this, it's just going away. You're like,
it goes away.
Okay.
It goes away,
Yeah,
and I wash it down the drain, and I'm like, goodbye, see you later.
And the bump's gone.
The bump leaves, and then it comes back. And then it comes back after a few days.
Few days.
And I'm gone, oh my gosh. This is so fun to do. But the longer you wait to squish, the longer the ribbon curl will be. So it's like one of those fun little games.
Yeah.
You know, where
armpit.
Where you don't drink for a minute so you can get more drunk when you finally do it. It's like that.
I would never relate that to this, but that is a fun game also. Okay. So you're waiting.
So I push. So I do this, and finally I show Allie. I film it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I gotta show somebody this. And she's like, this is the grossest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like,
Not the reaction I thought I was gonna get, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hater. Like, whatever. Jealousy is a disease, I freaking suppose. So I push. And it comes out very long. She's like, this is not good.
Yeah,
this is not
It
good.
doesn't seem like it's safe
It's not good.
and normal.
So I look it up. And depending on the size of your pores in your armpit and the type of deodorant you use, your pore will collect deodorant and soap. So this spiral is just collected deodorant and soap coming out. That's why it's the consistency that it is.
Do you still have it?
So no, I switched deodorants.
Okay.
I switched it because I was like, this can't be good.
I don't think so. The amount of deodorants that say you're not supposed to use them is like aluminum in it, and you're just collecting aluminum directly inside your body. You're holding it. Would your armpits smell or no? Did it make them smell less with that?
I mean, it didn't smell great when it came out.
Okay.
Like when it came out, I was like,
okay.
You know.
Okay, so it didn't smell like the deodorant that.
No.
Okay.
No, I wasn't like, ooh, secret.
Yeah, you're like, that's a secret that I have to keep now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So after I looked it up and it was like deodorant or whatever.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I shouldn't be doing this.
Okay.
And it was one of those things where I was like, ignorance is bliss. I wish I never Googled it.
No, I'm glad you Googled it because I feel like years of just that sitting in your body is probably bad.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I think I am right.
You're probably.
Jesus. Okay, that was that one. You have more.
I have more.
We have a couple minutes.
We have a couple minutes. Okay. So there was another time where I woke up and there was a pebble in my arm. And
what do you mean a pebble under your skin?
Yes, under a few layers of skin. And I pushed it out and I go, oh my gosh, it's a pebble in my arm. I have a rock in my arm.
And you have no recollection of getting a rock in your arm.
No idea how the rock showed up. So
no cuts.
No cuts. No nothing. Just a rock in my arm. So I push it out, obviously, and it is like this little seed level of a rock. I mean, it
feels like a rock.
It feels like a rock. Yes. So of course I look it up because I'm like, oh my gosh,
a lot of stuff coming out of your skin.
A lot of stuff coming out of my
skin. A lot
of
different things coming out.
Yes.
You're popping a lot of stuff out.
Popping a lot of stuff out. So it comes out, I look it up, and apparently if you sleep on a rock or a pebble multiple nights in a row, skin will form over it as if it's just a part of your body.
Ew.
Yes. So my skin had collected this pebble in my sleep.
Okay, the only question here, if I have a crumb in my bed, I am like, oh, there's a crumb in my bed, I have to get up and brush the sheets off. You're just sleeping on rocks and not noticing.
Well, Steph, I used to sleep in a back brace.
Was it during the back brace?
No.
Well, that would have made sense.
Well, no. I can sleep on anything.
Okay, so you don't feel any that. Okay,
I can sleep on every plane. I can sleep anywhere.
That's actually a good skill to have.
It is a good skill to have.
That's the one good thing about the back brace.
Yep.
That is good.
Yeah, you collect a rock every now and again, but I can sleep on any plane.
Did it bleed or did it just kind of popped out naturally?
Popped out. I pushed it and it comes out. It broke through the skin, but the skin, I mean, it's not like there was blood under the skin. It was the rock. So it's just broken skin, but it was the rock underneath.
That's a fun one.
That's a fun one.
Because it's not gross or pussy and doesn't smell.
Nothing.
It's a fun little rock.
That's a fun little rock. So then the other one was one time I'm sitting in my apartment and I'm hearing this like rattling and I'm like, what is going on? Like, is something shaking? Like, whatever. And so it won't go away. And I'm like, okay.
Is somebody there like they can ask? Is it like rattling? Did they hear the rattling?
What? Yeah. Allie's like, there's no rattle. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, great. I have a tumor in my brain.
Right to tumor. Yeah.
Right to tumor. If you're not going right to tumor, you got.
I don't know if you've ever looked on Google. It's right to tumor.
It's right to tumor. So I go to the doctor. I go to urgent care in North Hollywood, which is the best of the best. And I go there.
Shout out to North Hollywood.
Yes.
Urgent care.
And the guy looks in my ear to see if he could see anything. And he's like, you have so much earwax in your ear. I have to get it out to even see. How I hear, how I was driving? I don't know.
Wait, how long ago was this?
This was 2017.
Okay.
And
are you a Q-tip user?
am I what?
You use Q-tips?
No.
Never.
No.
Okay.
So this thing was piling up.
Okay.
So anyway.
Never use Q-tips?
No, I never used them. Now I use them like crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you told not to use them as a kid? Is that why your parents like don't
told
do
not
it?
to
Yes,
use
okay,
them. Yeah. But then they don't tell you that this can happen. They don't talk about the flippity flip.
Yeah, both flippity flips. Yeah.
Yes. So he's like, what are you hearing? And I'm like, I'm hearing like a rattling. And he goes, okay. So he gets most of the earwax out.
Does he do the flush? Like
He
the
does
hot
the
water
flush.
Yeah.
Does the
I had
flush.
that. So it feels,
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling.
A weird feeling. Yes. And he goes, oh my gosh, you have a clump of earwax that is so hard, it is rattling against your skull.
Sorry to laugh. That is actually fucked. It's so
rattling against my skull.
Like
my skull. My fucking
not
skull.
even your. That's scary as hell.
It's terrifying.
Hello, that's like literally. Anytime I think of like a haunted, those like cartoon books where something goes in your skull and it's like, hello, that's your skull. There's a hard piece of thing. Oh my God.
Well, now I'm wondering, like, okay, like back in the olden days or whatever, were people schizophrenic or did they just have earwax rattling against their skull?
So how that hard? So it's been there for that long.
So that
it
long.
Balled up.
So it comes out. So he finally gets it out, and
you got so many little rocks in your body. You're just fucking
I'm my own little ecosystem.
Oh my God.
It comes out and it is like I had this little asteroid just.
How big are we talking?
It's probably about this big.
Okay, that's not that big. Okay.
Yeah. Small. But it's so hard. I mean,
like, did you try to like, were you like, I gotta feel this?
Yeah, like he poked it with the thing and he's like, this is rock solid. I mean, this is rock solid.
Oh my God.
Dark brown, rattling
solid.
against the skull.
And also like just walking, it was rattling that badly?
Yep.
Just walking.
Yep.
So if you were to do jumping jacks, you probably would have passed away.
Yeah. So,
oh my God.
So I don't know what let it loose. I don't know when it cracked off because it must have been growing and building over time. Maybe it got so heavy that it fell off.
The rattling against the skull, I've never. Was the doctor like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen?
He was like, I will say this is disgusting. He was like,
I hate to break it to you, this is beyond.
He was like, you should be flushing your ears more.
So do you do it now? Do you have like a flushing at home? Do you do? You don't. How do you have something knocking your brain and you're like, I guess I'm good? That's crazy.
You know, I don't know. I use Q-tips a lot.
But apparently Q-tips also push it in. And I don't want to scare you, but right now, everyone, this is a shout out to everybody who's wearing ear pods. It's so much fucking worse. It's shoving the wax further in your ear. So even a Q-tip isn't even going to get it out. So like apparently a lot of doctors right now are saying that the wax buildup is getting so much worse because you're just shoving ear pods and leaving them in when you work out. So all the sweat and everything's just like soaking into your ears.
So what are they saying? Using headphones?
Headphones is better than AirPods. It's all hell. It's all
hell.
Okay, we gotta. I can't believe it. I want to ask. I don't even know how you're gonna answer this, but like, what's the worst body thing you've ever heard? I feel like you've just
the worst body thing I've ever heard.
Something that's like scared you your whole life.
Scared me my entire life. The worst body thing I've ever heard.
I probably should have sent you the email with these questions. I don't think I did.
You know what? This is the worst thing I've ever heard. a friend of mine who I love dearly was hooking up with a guy who has since passed away due to cocaine.
Was that part of the story, or just that part that needed to be?
I
in the
just
story?
wanted to put that in there because this is the type of person
Okay.
that this person was.
Okay.
It adds, it gives context. She went to go sleep with him, and in prison, he went to jail.
Okay.
And in prison, they cut open his dick with a ballpoint pen and inserted a domino into the dick so that it felt better for fucking.
The domino, you're telling me the domino is like on the top of the skin, or like underneath, or like
underneath the skin, and it's
Where-
inserted into like the tip of the dick.
the tip of the penis
Yes. So
has a domino inserted.
yes, that man is buried with a domino in his dick. And this is
Who did this?
someone in prison.
I don't believe there's a surgeon that's like really into.
No, someone in prison cut his
Do
dick
they
open
know
with a
what
ballpoint
domino?
pen.
Did he get to choose which one?
So this was my question. I go, did you ask what number it was?
Yeah, had to know what number was.
And
Snake eyes.
She
Come
goes,
on.
I didn't even ask. I go,
Wait, did she fuck him still?
yes.
And she could see the whole domino.
She goes, it actually felt really good.
Don't say this, because now there's
I'm
going to be
sorry.
some
I'm so
sickos
sorry.
out here.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to
No
say
one's
that.
gonna
but
do this.
That's
This
what
is-
she said. But I'm like, I don't want to. I mean, imagine the infection.
The infection.
The infection.
Also with the tip. I've heard people get it on like the top part of the penis. Like, they've had things implanted in there
Yeah.
for like ridged, whatever.
Yeah.
For that pleasure. You know what? You know what I will say though? Nice for some men to really think about the women. I mean, that can't be good for him. He simply did that for us.
no.
Or
No,
for the
in
men.
prison.
Oh,
I love your positivity there.
I was like, hey, wait a second.
No,
Oh,
no.
So a
This
guy
was-
did it, so it feel
This
better
was
in the
a.
butt.
Unfortunately, I believe this was a rape tool.
Oh,
This,
this
yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a rape
yeah.
tool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we
Yeah.
don't love this.
We don't love this.
I
and
hate that story. That's a bad one.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? You may have-
that's the
you're up
grossest
there
thing
now.
I've ever
That-
heard,
yeah.
and I've been like, this is why. Like when women are like, "Oh, don't you hate it when a guy is like uncircumcised?" I'm like, "You want to know what's worse?
Yeah,
when they have a fucking puzzle piece in their
Thank
hog.
God it was a domino, not like a Monopoly house. Actually, that probably would have been better.
dead ass, like the little dog."
A little dog, that would be so. Okay, you know what? This is. What a day we've had.
What a day.
Thank you for coming on and
Sure.
sharing all your very, very rock solid stories.
Thank you.
Where can everybody find your podcast? Where can everybody find you?
So we have Night Coop podcast. That's on everything, Spotify,
Yes,
Apple
yes.
Podcasts, et cetera, et cetera. And then I'm at This Is Kelly Ryan on Instagram, www.kellyryancomedy.com for shows.
Love the 3 W's. Like
WW.
anyone, no one's ever once done the 3 W's before.
www.
Yeah.
Yeah.
KellyRyan.com.
Yes. KellyRyanComedy.com. Yes. Yes.
Well, there you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your sharing your story.
You're welcome.